Wow, guys, another 70-degree January day out here in the Ozarks. Can't believe it actually just hit 75 on the truck thermometer, which, I mean, it's a little dark, but I shouldn't have wore a black t-shirt today. It was like shorts and t-shirt weather the other day. I'd have shorts on again if it wasn't for me ripping them. So I'm wearing pants and a black t-shirt. It is super hot down here, guys. I'll tell you what, it really doesn't make me miss the Wisconsin winters for a minute. It really doesn't. And especially when I got a bunch of stuff I'm out here doing in my garden, working on. Oh, it's nice to be able just to kind of come out. You know, if I was a less modest man, I would even just work shirtless with my pair of pants on, but I'm modest these days, you know. Plus, you know, when you got big old English gangster looking tattoos, you know, across your belly, it gives a wrong impression sometimes. So anyway, it is a beautiful day here in the Ozarks today. Absolutely. I'm glad I still got some sunlight left to do some jobs outside. Had to run to town today, take care of a ton of things, plus bills and other stuff. And man, I don't like just even dealing with all that stuff. Anyway, I was going to share a story with you guys about how I almost got whomped with a giant tree branch. So this cottonwood here, cottonwoods, they call them cottonwoods or sycamores down here. They use the names interchangeably, but they're going to be your big white guys, you know, sticking up in the air out in the forest. And they're a heavy enough tree, but they're kind of weak. So this one here lost the top a little bit ago. You can see it's got a big old section hanging upside down, another section kind of across, and this is right here where my garden area is. So if you notice, I got a couple limbs removed there, and my original goal was just to leave a couple little ones to step on, climb on up there with the chainsaw and just kind of work my way down. And then I thought, you know what, that may not be the safest thing to do. You know, we got our sixth kid on the way. Sixth child, actually. They're actually not baby goats. They're children. But a number of things to do. Wow. Is that the witch hazel? I think so. Look at that witch hazel. It's beautiful. Anyway, then I was going to use a big old extension saw. Man-powered, not a gas-powered one. So I got this saw here. It's up there. And I started doing a pretty good job with that. And then I decided, you know what? Why don't I get my old, you know, emergency chainsaw saw and just put a couple straps on it. So you can take that and throw it up over a branch and then just saw it down. So that's what I was doing the other day, actually. And it was kind of crazy. I had my oldest Pinky Pepper out in the field watching me. And I was standing on top of my ladder. And just to make things safer, I take my ladder and I ratchet strapped it to the tree, so no matter what, their ladder's going to stay put. And I was getting one of these big ones right above me, so I'm standing directly underneath where this thing's going to fall, right? And I'm like, man, this is not, you know, once it starts to come, I got to do something different. So what I did is I actually climbed in between the two trees, and I was sawing from back here. And sure enough, that tree, when it came, whomp, right on the ladder. I would have got pretty good. Here's a piece of it. And it was pretty spread out too. I mean, it's spread out in 3 different directions. But here's, you know, how big it is. And that's a pretty, like, you know, I can't get it with my fingertips really. Yeah, I guess I can. That's a good grip. And lift the whole thing up. But that was just part of it. So if that would have actually got me, we would have been in bad news. So I gotta continue, because I just don't want all these weak branches hanging, you know, 30 feet out over my garden. So we're gonna leave the tree and we're just gonna reduce what it's got and just kind of let it blossom out there at the top, kind of, you know, spread out at the top. And it can cast a little shade across some of the garden. Like I said, when you're dealing with a 75-degree day, almost halfway through January, by the time you get to summer, it can get pretty hot around here. And that's one reason why when we're working on the property and doing things around here in the summer, I think I'm totally bringing back the siesta. Wake up early, work hard for a long time. Time it gets hot, go inside, eat your lunch, maybe do a little work on the computer, and take a nap until the cool of the day, and then come finish it up. So, I don't know. That was a good idea, to strap the ladder to the tree. And it was a good idea to move to the other side because that thing totally would have whomped me. Totally would have got me. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna head down to Bobblehead Homestead here sometime in this next week probably. So I think I'm actually gonna dig up one of my fig trees and actually take it down to him, get some service berries, some elderberries, some American gooseberries, wild plums, maybe some witch hazel if he wants it. Yeah, just get a variety of things that I got around here to bring down because I know he's going to want to be growing his own food. Look at that. That kid's working on his own. I'll join him shortly and help out, but he knows there's work to be done, so we get home and he hops right to it. If you guys saw my last video, that's why I like encouraging even 5-year-olds or even 1-year-olds or, whatever age they are. Just encourage them to help. Encourage them to be a blessing. Encourage them to do something that's going to benefit the family. And then by the time he's my age, he'd already be done while I'm wandering around with a camera. So, all right, we got a lot to do. Just wanted to share the weather with you guys. If you're freezing somewhere, I'm with you, man. My heart goes up to you. I'm not with you, but my heart goes out to you because I know what that's like. But in the heat of summer, when I'm drenched, you're going to be, pretty good, hopefully. And you won't have to deal with that. So, all right, back to work. Enjoy the day. Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.